Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist. We're going to see what we can do to craft together to create Gothic style earrings and necklace. This is part one, okay? So there's going to be more to this. Get that light out of my face. And it's going to be pretty awesome, I think. Sorry, my hair looks a muck tonight. Anyway, I'm Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist. And I do a lot of mixed media, and we have a lot of fun in my room. So I hope everybody will enjoy it. Most of my people haven't gotten here yet, so I'm hoping I'll have some new fans tonight that will come in and like and subscribe because I'm supposed to be starting at 8 and I'm really early. All right, let me get this set up and we will roll here. Get you on the clay and what I'm doing. Make sure my lighting's okay. There we go. I'm looking to make sure everything's okay. All right, I think it is. I think we're ready. So let's get going. This is part one. I'm doing a polymer clay necklace and earrings, and they're going to be goth, and we're going to work with some metal too. So I'm trying to get my arm adjusted.
That sounds fun.
I had AI jump in. That's crazy. Okay, so let's see what I can do here. And let's get this rolling. All right. Okay. Now we're going to try. First of all, since I'm early, I'm going to be cutting up some clay, moving some stuff out of the way. It doesn't even need to be here. Tis a mess. All right. So I'm going to, we won't be using any glow-in-the-dark clay tonight because this is going to be kind of gothic if I can do it. We're going to do it in black and gold maybe and silver. So it ought to be pretty awesome, the earrings and everything. All right, now I'm just trying to get my tools together here. If you're just coming in, we're going to be creating a gothic necklace and a gothic set of earrings, and this is part one. So we're using Sculpey Premier clay. I'm going to try and cut some of this off because this is a big chunk and I don't need this big chunk. I just need a small part to work with. We're going to start with the earrings first. And this clay is it's really cool out, and it's cool in the house too, so I apologize. It makes the clay harder for me to work. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to take these pieces and chop them up and soften them so that they're workable. Let me pull this back some so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. We're going to try to make some faux, like black. Oh, I can't think of the name right now. Of course, that always happens when I'm live. Okay, so we're going to try to make a black cabochon and match the earrings too. And in the meantime, I need to soften this clay up. So that's what I'm doing. Need some heat on it. Let's see. If you've got earphones on, be careful. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the thumbs up. We're going to warm this up with my heat gun. So if you have earphones on, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Please pull your earphones to a low. We're going now with the air gun. The heat gun. Sorry, not the air gun. Heat gun. I don't want to warm it up too much because it will actually dry the clay out, folks. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm trying to see everyone's name. I apologize if I don't call your name out. Forgive me. Normally I have mods in here, but they're not expecting me to come on this early. So don't forget to thumb up my live. This is going to be two parts. We are doing polymer clay gothic. We're going to do some cabochons, and we're going to make earrings and a necklace. Hopefully we will at least get the necklace done tonight. Because this clay is really hard. I don't know why. I guess because it's so cool. I'm trying to see everybody's names. Forgive me. Let me push that down. Maybe I can see more. Is it Maria Valdez? Nice to meet you. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. It's just going to take a minute of trying to get this clay to soften up. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. When you're going live, everything goes wrong, right? Sorry if my camera is bouncing all over. We're actually going to try to mimic black obsidian. Does everybody know what that is? Sorry if this is noisy. I've got to get this off my thing so I can work my clay. This is some resin left from my last work that I did. And I'll show you what I did do so you can see what I was doing, why I have resin everywhere. Like this glow-in-the-dark set of earrings that I made with the chain. They're supposed to be bat wings. I'm not sure if I did such a great job. But then I made this, and I thought this was really pretty with the blue glow-in-the-dark. And a little evil eye, as they call it, to ward off the evil eye. Well, you can't see my face because I don't have it in the camera. Lava glass. Hi there, Ox Watch Yo. Nice to meet you. Here. Now you can see my face. I'm not sure. This is a new phone. I'm supposed to be able to use both cameras, but I don't know how to yet. Yet. So I apologize. So now I've showed you my face. I wish I knew how to do it where it's supposed to be where you can have a dual camera, but I don't know how to do that. Let's see if this does anything. Start a poll, start a Q&A. Nope. What's that? Chat filter, community moderation. Nope. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm still trying to soften this clay, by the way. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. It really does help. You have to do it during the live because usually when the live uploads, and this will probably be a good hour and a half, folks, so I'm just warning you, just to get the clay softened and to get it the way I want it. And I'm thinking about, believe it or not, adding some, using liquid clay, but I'm going to be very careful and add maybe some of this little bit of this gold. This is a jacquard too, and it's a metallic, like, if you can see that. The light seems to be blurring it out. Let me try the light back this way some. Well, I'm trying to make it so you guys can see it. Wow, that's terrible. You can't see it. Anyway, that's what I'm going to add to the black clay to give it a little glitter. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. Oh, so you go by lava glass? I don't know. That's why I was asking. I'm trying to see what everybody's saying, too. So I'm still softening this clay, this ball of black Primo sculpted clay. And I did show you my face, so I don't know how to do the dual camera yet, so forgive me. I will learn, and once I learn that, then I'll have my face on here at the same time. And I'm just trying to roll this out and get it to soften. Now I'll get a little bit left of this resin from what I did, which I should have done earlier, and I didn't. Wow. So hopefully this will work. Where's everybody from? Thank you for all the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And thank you for your support. I really do mean that. I need all the support I can get right now. I got a new phone. I don't know how to use it. It's one of those S25s and it's real fancy. My last phone was an A53. So I went from driving a tank to driving a luxury vehicle now in this. So let's see. I'm going to do and see what you guys would like if I can find it again. Is that it? Yeah. They don't make this easy for you to work your camera with this. I'm doing a poll asking, what's your favorite gemstone? I'm going to have to lift it off my thing to do it. Ow. So I'm asking, what's your favorite color and what's your favorite gemstone? So if you do it by color, and then we can go from there. It says to add an option, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, so the option is, I'm going to put gemstone on the bottom here. For everybody. And then favorite color. And what type of Gothic jewelry do you like? Okay, so I'm going to put this in there, but you can type in the you can type in your chat up to me to answer what I put in there. So I'm asking, what's your favorite color in gemstone? It says yes or no. Okay, so I'm just asking for that reason. What is going on? There we go. Some reason my thing dropped. I don't know why. So you can vote, like, what type of goth jewelry do you like? And what are your favorite colors? OX, just watch XO. You guys are awesome. Look, you're number 3, Ox, Lava Glass, and then Istanbul Ugar. I showed you my face, and you're number 2. And Anna Marie Valdez is number 1, and she said hi, and everybody said cool. So that's great. You guys vote and type it in there, and then I'll look at it. I've got to soften this clay up if we're going to create anything tonight. Again, I am Lydia. I am a mixed media artist, and I what? Do canvas, clay, metal also. Trying not to rock my camera here, which is what it is doing. So when you guys answer to the poll, then I'll take the poll down. Okay, now I'm going to try. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to just barely put a line type in this clay here because I'm going to add the powder in between. At least I hope I am. So now we're going to try this powder. Yeah. The gold, jacquard. These are made in the United States, by the way, and they are non-toxic, by the way. And I don't think I've had this one open since I've had it, the gold one. So I'm just patting it down here, on here. And then we're going to start to twist the clay, and then I will add some more and do another line. It's not, the clay is not warm enough is what I have having a problem with. I need it to be warmer. Hi to everybody in here. I really appreciate being here. Can I get anyone to type in the chat about the poll? What's your favorite color and your favorite gemstone? And what type of goth jewelry do you like, if you like goth at all? So we're just softening this clay up with the mica powder, it's called. Finally, I get it out correctly. It's called mica powder. I'm going to close this back up. I don't need any more. That's more than enough. And I'm going to roll it here on this giant towel I have here in front of me. Everybody can see that. Whoops. It still needs to soften up. Oh my goodness. So what we're doing is a goth earrings and goth necklace, and we're going to try to create a faux obsidian cap. And I put a little gold in it to give it a touch, and so hopefully when it warms up and I can get it to mush all together, it will look more real. So yeah, just 1 second here, folks. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to turn the overhead fan off. It might be helping to make everything cold in here, which is not good. Let's see here. Oops, wrong one. Right one. Had to get the right one turned off and not the light overhead, or we would be losing all our light. All right, so we're making a faux black obsidian with a touch of gold in it, cabochon, and we're going to do earrings to match. And we're going to use the black as part of the goth, having black, and we should have silver too, but we will in the chains that we're going to use to make the necklace and the earrings. Okay, give me just a second here. So I rearrange a couple things here. Wow. And that'll even have sort of a glow to it. I don't know if you noticed the gold, how it's going to flake up in this to look. It's going to look really awesome when it's done. Okay. So I'm going to take the poll down. Doesn't look 2 votes. Okay. Someone type in the thing what you voted on so I know. I've got to pull this out to 100% hot. Okay. Sorry, under my desk there. Whoops. No, I don't want to stop streaming. How do I get rid of the poll out of my thing? Okay, there we go. So I got the poll ended. What's your favorite color and gemstone? What type of goth jewelry? 100% yes. Gemstone favorite color. Poll complete. 2 votes. Thank you so much, folks. Just gives me an idea of things I can do. Sorry, I'm trying to get my phone back into this holder. It is a very hard job. Okay, so here's what we're doing. It almost looks like a gold bug, doesn't it? Egyptian gold bug. But if you put this on it, once I get it all mixed, if you look, there's like little flakes in it. They look like little tiny flakes, which is what it does in the earth when it's a stone. It'll have those little tiny flakes in it. And they'll have lines just like that. So that's what we're doing. We're mimicking a stone. And I've got to get this clay warm. I'm trying to get it to warm up in my hands while I'm working it. I apologize for that happening. Folks, don't forget to like the live and talk up. Let me know you can hear me all right and everything. Thank you so much. And welcome in, whoever just came in. I'm having a hard time seeing my screen. Oh, that's weird. Well, Lava Glass, I think you're the only one in here with me on Just Watch. You're awesome. Thank you for being here. We're just trying to get this to warm up. It almost looks green, doesn't it? But it's not. It's gold. And that's what we're trying to do. Get it to mix in with this black really well. And once it does, I'll be able to shape it into a cabochon. So give me just a second here. I apologize for taking a minute to warm the clay up. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for coming in. We're doing a goth cabochon. We're going to try to emulate obsidian, black obsidian. And I was showing everybody with the light on it. It really is cool once I get it going and it goes. It's like got all these little flakes in it and cracks, just like a real stone would have from the earth. Thank you so much for your support tonight. Thank you for being in here. Don't forget to thumb up the live. It really helps. And you got to do it while I'm live, folks, because after the live, it takes 2 or 3 hours to just even get it up there. So we're rolling this some more. I'm trying to get it to warm up so that I can shape it into a cabochon. We're going to shape this by hand. I have, let me see here. I'm looking behind me. You guys have no idea the mess behind me. Because I do chainmail too. This is some of the beginner classes I taught other people while I'm looking for something. I taught them how to do this 4-in-1 with these big rings because that was the easiest way to teach everybody. I do have a video on that too, on 4-in-1 chainmail. So if you ever get a chance, you might want to go watch it if you like that kind of stuff. All right, I'm looking right now. My hand back here so you know what I'm doing. I'm still working this clay. And I may just use one of these. I think that would be cool for the clay. Kind of Egyptian goth. So we're making a goth necklace out of polymer clay. And we're going to do goth earrings. And I decided that the color should be copper because everything in goth is steampunk too. So it's steampunk goth. Okay, and I'm just trying to get this clay to warm up, folks. That's what I'm doing. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for being in here, and thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. There's more great stuff really actually coming, and we're going to be giving away some gemstones. I've already taken names down for drawings for real gemstones I carry. So I'm just trying to get this to roll out some, and I'm going to cut it in 3 pieces. We need 1 piece for the necklace and 2 pieces for the earrings. So hopefully this is going to work. And this is part 1, by the way, so there will be a part 2. Okay. So we're going to try and cut this in 3 pieces. Oops, let me move this back some so you guys can see better. Hopefully. I hope so. There's 2. Okay. These 2 are going to be our earrings, believe it or not. And I may cut them smaller, I don't know. But this piece is going to be the necklace. And we're going to push this down and soften it some more. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep my hands where you guys can see what I'm doing. And I think it goes rather well with that, don't you? That copper, the gold and copper together. All right, folks. Thank you so much for being in here. Thank you for thumbing up the live. I really appreciate it. I do not know But I had a roller and now I don't. So I'm doing this all really the hard way. I don't even have my roller here tonight. Okay, which is strange. I'm wondering if my cat took fancy to it. The star, she's a star, but she's also the manager of everything. So when things come up missing, I have a tendency to believe that she might have done it. She may have moved my roller. Okay. Let me see here. Let me move this out of the way. Give me just a second, folks. I'm sorry. I'm looking for lost tools. Well. Let me see how I'm going to do this. So I need to roll this out some, and I don't have any other roller but the one I had. So I'm pressing down on this so that it will be flatter so that I can fit it into this bezel. I'm going to press that down into the bezel like that. And then we're going to cut around it. And I'm going to add some other pieces to this. But we're going to cut around this. Just a second here. It should turn out really pretty. Really, really pretty, I do believe. I'm going to use that for the earrings. Well, and I'll have to cut it with this because I don't know where my other thing is. That's weird. All right, thank you for your patience, and thank you for all the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So we're going to cut around this. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to cut around this like this, sort of. My fingers out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Oops. Yeah, I do have it there where you can see it. Okay. I may have to come back some more so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to come down this way, right underneath this top of this bezel. I'm going to cut like that. Then I'm going to cut it this way, which is really weird because it should fit right in there. It's supposed to fit right in there. All right. Just shaping it so it fits into this copper bezel. Can everybody see what I'm doing okay? Can somebody tell me if they can hear me? The last thing I see on my screen was a pole. But I tried. And it didn't tell me. It was supposed to tell me what's your favorite gemstone and your favorite goth jewelry. But it didn't say. Okay, so we're going to try this very gingerly and carefully so that I don't lose any fingers doing this. There we go. Just like that. You sort of just slide it around to get that edge off. I'm going to do the same thing here. Everybody can see that, I hope. We're sort of cutting on the top a little bit too because we need this to go down into this copper bezel. And so you can see the copper on the edge too, which will make it much prettier. There we go. I'm pressing down here because I need to find the edge here. Then we're going to remove that part. There we go. Much better. We're getting there. Can everybody see all right? I apologize again. It's hard to keep your hands out of the way when you're trying to create and shape stuff. So we're just getting this worked in to the copper bezel, and we're making this faux obsidian with a touch of gold in it. And I showed you what it would look like with the light doing this goth necklace and goth earrings. Okay. I'm going to actually use the blower on this to cook it in this bezel. You can bake it in the oven. I think it's about 275 for this thickness, but I wouldn't do it because I don't want it to burn. This is a very thin piece of Sculpey black and gold mica powder mixed into it. And then we're going to rub the sides so we know that that's off. And I also going to show you a little trick here. I brought in some rubbing alcohol, believe it or not. This is 91% alcohol for rubbing alcohol. And we're going to use that to rub on this clay so I can get it to smooth out and move all the edges off. And what I'm doing right now, so you can see what I'm doing, is I'm trying to get the top off of this alcohol thing so I can use it. Okay, so I'm going to take these and poke a hole. There we go. In the alcohol. Yay. Then I'm going to take my thumb. You can use a napkin if you want, but I'm going to take my thumb and just put some alcohol on the edge of my thumb. And then I'm going to run it around the side of this bezel right here. And you'll see the clay responding by it moving back. It actually is moving back. I got to get a little more alcohol, rubbing alcohol. And then we're going to do that. And we should soon have something that looks more like a black obsidian stone. Trying to make it so everybody can see what I'm doing. All right, there we go. And we're going to put the alcohol top back on so I don't get fumigated by it. You can, I do wear gloves too, just so you know. You can wear gloves. My suggestion is that you do if you're working with alcohol and these metal powders. So now you guys can see that we have now created our black obsidian stone for our Gothic necklace. I'm not quite sure. What do you guys want to see in the center? I don't know if I can do too good of a star or not, but I can try. So how does that look to everybody? I think it looks really good and it came out really well. That's the back. Oops. Except you don't want to leave the clay on the back. You want to get that off. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. There we go. There we go. We want it to look as natural as possible. That's why I'm doing this, because we don't want it to look like it came out of a factory, because it's a handmade piece of jewelry. And so we want it to look as natural as possible. And then I'm going to put the light on that and show you how the light affects it and what it looks like, even in there. Look at that, guys. See all those speckles? That would be just like the earth to create that on the black obsidian. Can everybody see that okay? Thank you so much for your support. Please don't forget to thumb up the live. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. There's more great stuff coming. This is only part 1 of the Gothic jewelry cabochon and earrings that we're getting ready to create too. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the heat gun, guys. So I'm warning you, if you have headphones or something, you might wanna turn them down because this will be loud. Okay, so here we go. The heat gun's next. I may have to use something to hold that with it so hot to hold. Okay, maybe I can do this. There we go. We're going to hold it with this so my hands don't get burned. We're actually cooking the clay in the copper cabochon. And as I said, when the light hits it, it really shows like an obsidian would with all the little flakes in it. Thank you for your patience. Make sure you turn your headphones down, folks. We're doing a black obsidian and a copper bezel. And this is going to be the necklace. We're going to add a few things to this. I'm not done. It's not going to be that plain, but it should look great. All right, so I know, yeah, I've got to let that cool off, guys. That is really hot. It made the metal super hot. Can somebody tell me if they can hear me okay? Thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody who stayed. We're not even done yet. We got quite a bit to do in this tutorial. And so you can see these are actually, you can buy these on Amazon. I believe you can buy them on AliExpress too. The copper cabochons. If you choose to. And they're not terribly expensive. I'm not saying that they don't cost a little, but they're not terrible expensive. Okay, so I'm going to start working these pieces, which these are going to become earrings. And I'm letting that cool off. That piece there is really hot. And then I am going to actually put it in to my oven here. That's right here. This is a, let me see if I can get it to turn on. Yeah, there we go. This is a UV oven. So we're going to use UV resin on these pieces once they're done. Yep. And I think they're going to look gorgeous. All right. Get you back over here while I'm working on these. There we go. Yeah, that piece is still really hot. So we're going to actually make small matching earrings, but they're not going to be in a piece like that. Oops, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. These aren't going to be plug earrings, by the way. They are just being shaped to be sort of like in a teardrop shape is what I'm trying to do. Sort of like that. Okay. This is all being done by hand, so it's without molds, all being made by hand. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being here and supporting my live. I went a little early, so some of my people didn't even know I was live yet because I wasn't supposed to be live till 8. But I got to work and I said, well, I better get going. Okay. So there is one, but I'm going to try something. We'll see if it works. And let's hope I don't cut my fingers off doing it. Yep. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Now, I just need to get them to shape and a point. both of them. Take that little bit off there. Can everybody see what I'm doing? I'm making the earrings now, that like teardrop earrings. Handmade. No thing to shape them. I'm doing this all by hand. Because it's supposed to be Gothic and kind of steampunky Gothic. Okay. Trying to press them out a little bit, and then I'm going to cut them again. Not even done yet. I'm trying to make sure they're the same size at least. I may have to cut that one a little more. I don't know. Thank you for being here again. I really appreciate it. We're making steampunk Gothic, and this is a faux obsidian, black obsidian. And if you get it hit with the light, once I get it going, you can see it's almost like it's got little crystals in it, just like it would if it were under the earth making them. And these will do the same. These will look the same because of what I treated them with and put together with the gold powder, the mica powder. I don't know if everybody can see that or not. I'm trying to make sure you can see it. And then we're going to take the heat gun and hit these two. And I'm going to also, before I do that, I'm going to put one little hole in each one so that there's room to put in a jump ring. And you don't have to have anything fancy. I'm getting ready to use a ballpoint ink pen to put the hole in the clay before it gets completely cooked and done. There we go. Whoops. My end came apart there. Not good. Okay, do that one more time. All right, so we got the hole there. Now we need on this one, this teardrop one. Sort of want to go down about 1 centimeter or so to make your hole. So you're gonna have to have a rather large jump ring or make it, which I will probably end up making jump rings for these. Because of the width of this clay, doesn't seem like it's very thick, but when you're doing a jump ring, it's thick. Okay. Let's see here. I don't need that. I needed my other, but I don't see it. That's okay. We're just going to do resin. I'm going to start with this one and do the resin, and then I'm going to use the heat gun again to use on these. So if you got your ears hooked up tight, make sure you turn it down, folks, and don't forget to thumb up the live while you're in here. Really helps, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. There's more coming, and I'm going to be giving away gemstones too, by the way, this month. Probably by the end of the month, I'll have enough names to do a drawing. So make sure you thumb up the live, and make sure you go somewhere and comment also. And if you subscribe, you can comment somewhere. If you're a subscriber and you comment, you get a chance to win some of my gemstones. I have some really pretty amethyst. I have real black obsidian. I also have quite a few, like moonstone, and I also have labradorite, depending on the drawing. And usually I will make you a necklace or earrings, provided that you're already subscribed and you like whatever, and then we can go from there. That way I'll know to pick you, because I don't know otherwise. You make a comment, and then I'll know what to do. And then I'll make a drawing at the end of the month, and some lucky winner will get either a necklace or earrings. And if you're a guy, maybe we can do a bracelet for you if you want it. We can do a bracelet for a woman too, so there you go. Okay. I'm going to take the little evil eye things, and I'm going to put one in each earring. And these actually are supposed to ward off the evil eye, so they say. And these are glass, by the way. They are not a gemstone. But they're really cute, and they kind of go with the Gothic. So I got to have 1, 2, and 3. Whoops, there we go. It'll kind of liven it up a little. And I'm going to use Bacon Bond this time. I don't normally do that, but we're going to use Bacon Bond to hook on these eyes. Let's see, hopefully this will come out. It's been a while since I've used this, so. There we go. And then we're going to set the eye right in there. Like that. Same thing for this one. Just a dab will do. Goes a long ways. There we go. Some Bacon Bond in the other earring. And this is Gothic, kind of Gothic steampunk earrings, even though I didn't put steampunk in the thing. They sort of go together, I think. There we go. Then I'm going to use the heat gun again, folks, so, you know, just be careful. And we're going to put that in the middle of, either in the middle or the bottom of this. Whoops, I haven't decided yet. We're going to get these done first, though. I'm getting ready to turn the heat gun on, so if you have your headphones on, make sure you turn them down, folks. It's going to be loud. Coming now. Oh, sorry, I was holding my hand around there. I didn't mean to. Well, you couldn't see what I'm doing. I think these are going to look really cool. They're already looking great. A lot of fun messing around with polymer clay, seeing the things that you can discover and what you can make, and you don't have to have molds, okay, folks? You don't have to have them. You can do it without molds. All right. Whoops, I just had all of my beads fall out. Oh, my goodness. That's what I was going to show you. We're going to add some silver to this. As soon as I get all the beads that just went flying. We're doing this by hand, folks, so. There's 1, there's 2. And then we're going to do 2 on this one. Right like that. Whoops, get down there. That one doesn't want to stick. Let me grab another 2. Sometimes these beads are oddly shaped. I may have to put some more Bacon Bond on here. I don't know. Why isn't that staying? That one should stay too. Only when you're live does this stuff happen. So we're doing Gothic earrings and sort of a Gothic, I don't know why this doesn't want to stay on. So we're going to make it stay. Whoops, come on now. Well, I may have to put some stuff on there for these to stay down. The other one did it right away. Okay, let me put on some more Bacon Bond to get these other 2 silver beads. And these are actually real silver beads. They're not glass. Okay, so we're going to see if that helps using the Bacon Bond to get it to seal. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for thumbing up the live. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and you get a chance to be in my drawing at the end of the month for a really nice gemstone. Oops. Okay. Come on now. Well, I may have to do that a different way. That's not going to work. Now these went, nope, they're coming up too, aren't they? Lord have mercy. Okay, I got to try something different. I'm not quite sure what to do about this because it should have sealed with that. All right, so we're going to get these up like that. There we go. I'm going to turn them over and we're going to run the heat gun again, guys. So watch out for your ears. We're getting ready to turn on this green heat gun. Here we go. And we're just doing this. We're actually sealing these and they won't have to go in the oven, which is really cool. Then I'm going to cover them on both sides. We're going to start with one side and then the other. We're going to cover them in resin. That may be how I'm going to have to get those beads to stick on the front too, is in the resin. Oh, these are really hot. So I got to let them cool off just a minute. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. You get a chance to win a nice gemstone, which I will make into a necklace or a pair of earrings and possibly even a bracelet for you guys. And I give away some really nice gemstones. I've given them away before. Okay. Okay. I'm going to try with this. And we're going to try to get partial of this sort of star flower on here. I'm not quite sure if I can do it all, but I can get something in there that might really look good. So we're going to try this. Back and forth motion. Little experiment there. No, that's really weird. That should have showed up. Oh my goodness. I'm just not having a day, am I? Okay. So I'll try something else for texture. By the way, folks, you don't have to have fancy tools to make texture. You can make it with a toothbrush or anything. So we're going to see if I can get some texture in here, which is what I was trying to do. Well, and I may have to use something harder. I can't believe that. That should have taken an imprint. I'll just put it that way. It should have. Okay. So we're going to try this instead. Oops, I'm trying to make it so you guys can see it too. I apologize. Now we're going to try this. Sort of a wave look in the stone. Trying not to cut my hand while I do this. And then once the the resin gets on there, it will really look pretty awesome. I'm hoping that it'll show up. We may add a little more gold dust to this. Sorry about that. I'll turn this up so you can see what I'm doing on it, which is to give the stone a more natural look so that it will look more natural, like a real stone. Can everybody see that okay? Sort of rubbing it in. That way it'll look more like a real stone. You know, stones don't come out perfect. People see all these perfect stones, and to be honest with you, I have a box full of stones that aren't even polished. And they are rough looking and cloudy, the real stones. All right, so I think, well, that one's still a little wet there. Sorry about that. I'm working on this as fast as I can. Trying to see what everybody's saying too, and I can't see anything. Hey, Will Hat, thank you. Welcome in from Sydney. What do you think of the? I should have put in there the word steampunk, and I didn't. I said Gothic, And so that's what I was doing like a goth steampunk sort of thing with the little evil eyes. I think they're so cute. Okay. Thank you and welcome in. Don't forget to like, folks, and thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add a little bit more to this of the gold powder. I want it to kind of shine through if possible, and then we're going to put the resin over this and then put it under the UV oven light. These, by the way, are also jacquard metallic. I don't know if you can see it because the light keeps getting on everything where you can't see anything. It is made in the US. They come in a ton of different colors and they're gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to rub this in to our fake obsidian. We're going to rub it in, and then we're going to seal it with resin. I'm gonna look like Goldfinger from the movie by the time I get done. So I'm trying to incorporate to make sure there's black showing through this, not just the gold. I don't know. What does everybody think? I actually think it's really pretty. So this is our goth necklace. And that's why I said this was going to be in two parts, because I'm doing the earrings and the necklace tonight just to get them ready so that they will be ready to go in the resin oven here, because it takes a minute. Let me tell you, it's like 20 minutes in this oven. People tell you, they go, oh, it's only 5 minutes. No, it's not. It's like 20 minutes, folks, for this resin to be done on these. Thank you so much, Bullhead. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. And I came on early. I beat everybody in here. I came on early. Nobody was expecting me to be here. My friend called me and I said, I'm in alive. And she goes, oh. So, not her fault, my fault. Okay, so we got that. And we're going to put some resin on this. And then we're going to put it in the oven, which takes about 20 minutes. That's why I said this was going to be a two-parter, because we'll never get it all done in one unless you want to sit here for the next 10 hours with me. Okay, so here is the resin I'm using. It's Chinese based. I believe I bought this off of Amazon. So you can get it at Amazon and at Temu. And no, neither Amazon nor Temu sponsors me, just to let you know. So I'm going to get a little clear plastic cup over here is what I usually do. One that's clean. You don't want anything in your resin that you're using to coat the piece with. We're just going to squirt just enough in here. So I got enough to cover that, and then I'll do the earrings next. Okay, so I'm going to sit that down there. I'm going to get me a piece of wire. Like I said before, don't do as I do, do as I say. You need to really get yourself some toothpicks. I do have them. It's just I always forget in my life to have the toothpicks. So I'm just going to take this. I don't know. I'm trying to make it so everybody can see, but the problem is it blurs up. And I don't know why, but it does blur up. So I think that's close enough up for you. If it's too close, it's not going to work either. So let me back it out some. We're taking the resin and a piece of metal that looks like you're going to blow bubbles. And I'm just taking a little bit of the resin on this and then dipping it onto the cabochon. I'm just moving the resin all around. Different resins do different things. By the way, if you use a two-part resin, it usually has a leveler in it. They call it gas leveling or something, which I do use two-part, but two-part takes 12 to 24 hours to set up, depending on what you're doing. Let me see if my light will go any brighter. Is this the brightest I've got? Is that pretty good? Can you guys see this okay? I don't even know if you can see it all right. But that's the resin on it, folks. Isn't that gorgeous? It's going to be gorgeous. I promise it's going to be gorgeous. So I'm kind of taking some of the resin off the edge. Usually I have a paper towel in here. I don't. Hold on. I'm going to use my glove to wipe some of this resin off. Try not to put too much on at a time. I'm telling you, it goes a long ways, this resin does. So we're going to pull that there. We're going to put a little more resin on here because I really want it to shine big time. Okay. Whoops. Get up there. Okay, I think that's going to be perfect. What do you guys think? Do you like that? That is our faux obsidian with gold and lines. It almost looks like a piece of labradorite or something. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying, like labradorite. It really looks like a piece of labradorite. That's okay. It's faux, so we're going to call it that. We're going to call it goth labradorite, since that's what it decided to be. I didn't decide it. See, sometimes your art decides you. You don't decide it. So we're going to take my glove off so I don't get resin on my phone and camera. And we're going to put this in the oven right here. I'm going to slide this out and slide that in. Sort of got a green hue to it also, believe it or not. And all I did was use gold. Trying to make it so everybody will be able to see it in the oven. Okay, anybody got a timer? It's about 20 minutes. Thank you so much, Willhat. I really appreciate it. Hey, Walk in the Rain, it was you. It really does look like labradorite. LOL, don't look at the head under her desk. That's from the Halloween thing, Walk in the Rain. Okay, so it's going to take about 20 minutes for that to do. And we're going to be adding some more to these, to the little goth teardrop earrings that I made by hand without a cutter, which I do have them, folks. You know, just everything's by hand right now. It's where I am. It's what's going on. It's where I am. Okay, let me just a second here. I'm trying to think of something that I needed, but I don't know where it is. That's the problem. Let me see. No, I'm not going to use that. Can't use alcohol ink on black. It'll never show up. Okay, so I'm getting this out. I call this my troll box, because I don't know what's in it. It's my troll box. Okay. These were some pearl and glass earrings I made a long time ago. One of my friends went nuts for them because her birthday is a pearl. And those are handmade, fake turquoise on the bottom. So I am looking to see what I can do to jazz these up a little bit. Though I do know it's supposed to be all gothy. So gothy means no jazzy. But it does to me. We're going to jazz it up. I don't know if I'll get to do it tonight, but this is a piece of desert and it's a real gemstone. You guys give me till the next live and I'll tell you exactly what it is because I have a ton of them and they're gorgeous. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the eye. So, where is it? Oh, this is what I was going to tell you about. In the next live, we're going to actually cast some resin moons. I may cast some before then in two-part because it takes up to, like I said, 12 to 24 hours for it to set up. And then we'll do some moons. But I'm thinking about these. These are actually, they're made in China, but they are crystals. So I thought, because, let's see if, I don't know, do you guys think these black ones would show up on the earrings? What do you guys think? I put like one crystal in each one of them. Yeah, exactly. That is it. It's desert. It's desert something, and I can't remember. Oh my goodness, that is exactly the name. Walk in the Rain. I think they call them desert, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to put these on here. Let's see. I'm going to roll that down there. I need light over here, folks. I need light. Well, I guess I'm going to have to put that on there with resin for it to stay. And we're going to do the other one there. I don't know if everybody can see that, those black gemstones. But once it's resined, I think it'll look really nice. Yeah, like petrified wood. That's it. It's something like that. You're right. And I'll remember it. Google it. Ask them about desert. It's some kind of desert tree, something. And it's a real gemstone. It's not fake. It's not a fake stone. It's a real gemstone. So, okay. And I need, I'm about at the state of Vaughn tonight. Where's the glue? I need some glue. I have some Mod Podge. I wonder if that would work. I don't know where my glue is. I think maybe the Mod Podge would hold it. But I'm not sure. I need something to hold those black stones on. Yeah. I need someone with strong hands too to get my Mod Podge open. Oh my goodness. Oh, this smells funky. You guys should see what I'm doing. Pulling the Mod Podge apart. Oh, ooh, this stuff has odor. I didn't know this stuff was toxic. Anybody else think Mod Podge was toxic? I didn't think it was. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm going to use one of my ball tools, and I'm going to dip it down into the Mod Podge. And then I'm going to drip the Mod Podge on this. Well, at least that's what I think I'm going to do. Let me get it back over here. Get on there. I need glue. I need glue. Okay. Some of this stuff has been riding around with me for 3 years while I got my studio up. But it'll get better as I go. I just have a lot to get organized and straightened out. Okay. Now we're going to try this on this one. Okay. Then I'm going to put this here. Come on now, stay. Sticking to my finger, but not to the clay. What is going on here? Come on now. Sorry, my hands are in the way. Well, goodness. There we go. I move this one a little bit over. There we go. They're black, so they're not showing really super, but I thought that they would look good. Okay. I need something to wipe this off with, but I am not using something that's decent in here. Okay. Now we're going to try the silver balls again. It's almost like we're decorating a cake, isn't it? There we go. I'm going to put another one on the other one. There we go. Like that. Look, I got all silver balls on my arm. They're sticking to my arm, everything. Oh. These are real silver, by the way, too. They are not glass. Trying to get, that one needs to be over a little more. Not you, the silver ball. Goodness. They're sticking to my fingers, by the way, is what's going on. Okay, now we're going to try and get some resin over those so they'll stay in place. And then when I hold them up, maybe they'll look really good. Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate that. How are you doing tonight? My fingers are sticking to everything because of the Mod Podge that, oh my goodness, I didn't know Mod Podge smelled bad. Did you guys? Does it say it's toxic or something? Because it sure smelled toxic. Ooh, it's just a gloss sealer is what it is. Water-based sealer, glue, and finish. So this is glue. It's supposed to have glued that on. Why isn't it working? Somebody tell me. That's awesome. We'll all buy your game. You get the game out there, we'll buy it. Okay, I'm going to try a little extra Mod Podge, but I'm going to try without touching it. I'm hoping. I hope that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the end of this stick, like. Some more Mod Podge right like that, like that. This stuff does dry clear, doesn't it? I hope. Family law parents, not that kind of game. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought you meant a game, that you made a game. Like, I come from the gamers world. People do design games. Okay, so I'm going to make some more noise here. Hopefully there will be no smoke or fire because I am going to heat up the Mod Podge on the cabochon that it's been made on. So watch your ears, folks. It's going to get loud. I'm hoping this is going to dry clear. It's bubbling. Are we supposed to do that? Okay, I'm turning it off. Ugh. Is it supposed to bubble up like that? Anybody know? I hate to ask this. It's my live and I'm using Mod Podge, but I haven't used Mod Podge in years. I am not happy about this. I don't like the way this looks at all. I think I'm going to take it all off if I can do it. Oh my God. Looks like snot. Mod Podge snot. Okay, these are Gothic steampunk earrings. If I don't ruin them with the Mod Podge. I'm doing this so that the hole will go back in the earring. Okay, there we go. Now this one. Now we're taking this one and getting this off. Wow. I am not happy with this at all. I will never do that again. Never, never. Lesson learned. Wow. That's terrible. Yuck. Yuck. Glad I got on old jeans tonight. Yeah, I didn't think so either. That's really weird, isn't it? I've never seen Mod Podge bubble before. Okay. So I'm just trying to clean some of this off. I've got some rubbing alcohol back here. Darn it, it's pulling my eye off. There we go. You get the rubbing alcohol and try to get this off like I was using earlier. Remember, guys? Rubbing alcohol. Oh, I just got it all over my hands. Okay, that smells lovely. At least this isn't smell-o-vision. You guys can't smell this. It's terrible. Sort of like Vaughn's stuff earlier. She said it was stinking. I've never seen Mod Podge bubble before. You're right. Never, never. I'm trying to clean these off, folks, is what I'm doing. May have to get a little more rubbing alcohol for that one. What kind of face did you make, Sherry? I can't tell. I can't see it on this little screen. Thank you so much for your help. I really mean it. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Yay. I just put rubbing alcohol all over my hands because I'm trying to clean these up. I have never seen, maybe it's because it's old. I don't know. I didn't think that stuff ever went bad, to be honest with you. Okay. That's the best I can do on those. I'm going to poke the hole back through them. I wanted to put silver beads on it, but I guess it's not going to happen. Ow, there we go. Now the hole's back in this one. All right. I'm going to set them there. Everything is sticky, you guys. Everything's sticky. If the beads had stuck like that, I'd have been in hog heaven. Okay. We're waiting on this over here, guys. The faux labradorite, it looks like. Black labradorite with gold. It really does look like labradorite. It's amazing. So I love it. Okay, so we got, we're going to call it goth labradorite and goth earrings with the ward away evil eye stuff. Yeah, the thing that I was like trying to go for was kind of rustic, but it really did. The piece turned out, it looks like labradorite. I'll take it out of here to show you, Sherry, because Walk in the Rain saw it earlier. She even said that it looked like labradorite. I did scrapings and cuts into the plain black and added gold to it, and then gold and more stuff to seal it. In fact, it looks like it needs more on it than it has. There we go. That's more like it. Yep, more like it. All right, back in the oven. I said somebody else needed to set a timer. I don't even have a clock in here to set a timer. Thank you so much for all the thumbs up. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist. And we are just chilling out, making some goth labradorite along with a couple of goth earrings made like tears. And these are all handmade, by the way, so there is no cutter. So they are very rustic, as I put it, or organic, as some of us put it. Thank you, Sherry. 3 more minutes. I think we maybe need to make it 5 minutes because I just put a little extra on it, just in case, guys. I want to make sure it seals. How's everybody doing tonight? So tell me, Sherry, did you order any books? I know you said something about you were going to order some books. Okay, so we're just waiting on this piece in the oven. Right over here. I turn it sideways. My camera doesn't like it. What's the what? Can you guys see that? No, thank you for all the time that you've helped to do other things. Sherry, by the way, everybody should follow her or sub to her. She also is a great teacher. If you're new to TikTok too, um, I'm the YouTuber. She's a TikToker, but you need to sub to her. And if you get to go on TikTok, don't forget to follow Sherry because man, she's got some awesome tips, and she sells some really cool stuff. And she's always been so helpful to me and made sure that I had proper lighting because I didn't know how to even light my stuff up. Thank you so much for liking the live, everybody. Don't forget to sub and like. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Will Hat, for being here from Sydney. Yeah, because for poor Will Hat, this is early in the morning for him, I think. That's awesome, sure. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put some resin on the Black Goth Evil Eye teardrop earrings that are handmade, by the way, folks. So there's no cutter with them. They were all done by hand and hand shaped. Very, very punky goth looking. So I'm going to get the resin on them so they will shine too. A little bit of resin goes a long ways. I'm just pouring it on, then I'm going to use the little metal thing to spread it out. And I'll probably have to drill the hole on these because the resin will get the hole, unfortunately. Let me find another little piece of metal here that I can... Everything I got is sticking to my fingers, guys. We're just covering those up. Kind of see what's going on, the pools of it. So I'm going to have to cut these up very quickly or they will stick to this big time. But I want it all the way around the edges if possible. Oh, can you even see what I'm doing? I'm sorry. All the way around the edges if possible with the resin. And down on the bottoms. That way it'll all be nice and shiny and pretty. I'm going to move this one. This one got enough resin for 2 of them. Whoa, these are really sticking to my fingers. Okay, so I'm going to stick this one in the oven, get it started, because that's definitely 20-25 minutes. Then we're going to take this one, and if you look real close, you can see the gold walk in the rain and everybody, the gold in them. We're going to stick that one in the oven. We're probably going to stick to the oven, which is what they usually do when they have a lot of resin. And now I'm going to try to clean the resin off my fingers. I do not recommend what I do. So, make sure you use something when you're putting the resin on your stuff. I'm getting a little rubbing alcohol here. And then my pants come in handy. These old jeans I'm wearing, thank God they're old. All right, I think I got most of it off me. Whew, I tell you, we got some definite fumes between this and the Mod Podge. I did not know Mod Podge was, I swear to you, it's toxic, folks. Someone needs to Google, is Mod Podge toxic? Can it be toxic? Okay, so I need to try and let you guys see what I'm doing. I'm trying to, I'm going to have to pull this out so I can. My fingers are all sticky. Maybe it isn't on the sides like I thought it was, because it's so shiny, it looks like it's down on the sides. Okay, so we got another 20 minutes, and give me another 10 minutes on the other one. And then we will work on that too. And my hands are just yucky. I mean yucky. I was trying to think about what to do with this piece here. This spare piece, because I already made the necklace and the earrings. I wish I was good enough that I could make some, but I'll have to use a thing for that, a mold. I'd love to be able to make D&D dice. We're just going to work this, and I'm going to try to get it soft. I think I got resin on it, and now I'm in trouble because I got resin on it. All right, so that's not happening. It's all over my hands, folks. You and your minutes set up. The spray I use is, it's toxic? What spray do you use, Little Hat? We're kind of sitting here waiting on this stuff, so I guess I could turn it so you guys could see this. You have something to at least look at besides nothing. We're waiting on these pieces in the oven to cure. In the UV oven, the Gothic earrings and necklace, and what? We are going to call it a faux labradorite. Even the earrings have the gold in them. The Mod Podge. Oh, really? Because like this is this is Mod Podge Gloss Luster Lusty, it's called, and it says it's water-based sealer, glue, and finish. I didn't even think it was toxic though. Says you can use on all surfaces, non-toxic. It says it's non-toxic. I just find that hard to believe because it just smells awful. It's this, Little Hat. But right on the back, folks, it says it's not toxic. Where is it? There's somewhere on there it says not toxic. One and all, non-toxic. Right there on that top line. See that? Use on all surfaces. Store at room temperature. Oh my goodness. Oh, and by the way, Sherry, I wanted to show you this, folks. I know you guys don't know, but Sherry's selling these really cool phone flippy things you can have. So I'm going to show you mine. We are not sponsored here. This is what mine looks like, Sherry. It does not fold up or anything. You sit your phone or your tablet in it. It's meant for sitting still. It's not like yours at all. Not like the ones you have. So anyway, just wanted to show you that real quick. And we'll get back over to here, folks, for our bake-a-thon, which is really RV resin oven. Cooking our what? Creations. Woo! So I kind of wanted these to look stony and Stone Age because if you're doing Gothic, you could be making stones for the graveyard. But these are really cool. They are really gothy looking. I think they came out really well. Hmm. Hi, Mr. Ramamator. If I say your name wrong, forgive me. And I just got some new glasses that are awesome, folks. They really work great. Folks, don't forget to thumb up the live. Don't forget to make a comment later. And also, you can comment when you subscribe. And I'm going to put everyone's name in a drawing at the end of the month for some really nice gemstone. And I will create whatever you want. Trust me, I'm good at that. And it's good what I do. This is fun stuff. Okay, let's see if the one in the middle, by any chance, is done. It's still kind of soft, but it is really pretty. Let me put it over here. It is really gorgeous. It really has a look. And if I hit it with this light, look at that. It's like you can see a purple black. And I didn't put any purple in it. Okay, folks? None at all. What do you think? It's like a spacey black obsidian moonstone labradorite if you take the light off. So I need this to bake some more in this oven. It is really not done. I kid you not. If it was, I'd already be stringing it up on a necklace. Anybody have any suggestions once I get these done? Because they're going to go in part 2. There's no way I can get it all done tonight. I wish I could. I really do. Makes me sad when I can't finish stuff. What's that? What do women say to you all the time? I don't know, but we got a PG thing in here. So if you're not a moderator or you're already a subscriber, you already know that. Even though it's for adults only, it's still a PG channel. So we're still baking the cabs. We're trying to get those done so that I can get these with earring hoops and the other on a chain as soon as it's done. I'm thinking about doing, that's too thin. I need copper wire. I have copper wire. But where it is right now, I don't know. So as soon as these get done, we'll be able to have the part 2 video. This is part 1 of the Gothic labradorite onyx faux earrings and centerpiece in the copper bezel, which I think came out really pretty, by the way. What does everybody else think? Everybody else like it? And we made it what? We started with black clay, sculpty black clay. We cut it up, and then we warmed it up in our hands, and then we added the gold powder, mica powder, by jacquard, and it's made here in the U.S. It's really nice stuff. You can get, I think I got 12 of them. Back then it was $25. And you got 12 of them. And they have some other ones too. They're real gorgeous, like this blue. That blue is gorgeous too. And there's another one that will change from blue to purple. And I may use that in another piece later to show you guys, because I think it'd be really neat. Sorry, I hit my camera. Thank you so much, Walk in the Rain. You're so awesome. You always are. You and Sherry and Will Hat and all the people that come in to support me here. I really appreciate it. You have no idea how grateful I am. And I really hope that you will subscribe if you're not, because that is the only way you will get your name in the drawing for the gemstones. So it's not just commenting. You actually have to be a subscriber. So, folks, I just wanted to say thank you tonight. And we are in part 1. Part 2 is coming what? I'm going to do part 2 tomorrow night on Sunday night at 8 o'clock. And I may come early again because it takes so long to do these. Yeah, I think they're going to be really pretty when they finally set up, because they're not set up. They're still sticky. But I think they're going to be gorgeous once they set up. I thought the gold mixed in with the black because stones, when they're in the earth, they get different inclusions in them. So anyway, folks, I just wanted to say thank you. Will you please show up again tomorrow night? And don't forget to like, and please remember to subscribe to my channel. I am Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist. And one night you'll get to see me do some hand-hammered metal, which I'm really good at, and some airbrush painting. But it's not tonight. Tonight and tomorrow night is dedicated to what? Polymer clay and mica powders, which is fun and easy. And like I said, it's gorgeous. They're going to be gorgeous when they're done. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be here again tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, maybe sooner. Thank you so much. Walk in the Rain. Good night to everybody. I will see you tomorrow night, okay? I will. I definitely will. Star loves you too, and she's just purring back at you right now. All right, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. We just did, I'm Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist. My name is Lydia. I do mixed media, everything from polymer clay to spray painting. In fact, let's see. Come here. No, Star, come here. Will you come here and say hi to everybody before we say goodnight? Will you? No, I'm going to have to show you down there. I don't know if I can get this camera to go down there. Wait a minute. I'm going to take you guys out so you can see Star. Whoops, there we go. There's Star. Say hi, Star. Say hi, Walk in the Rain. Say hi, Will Hat. Hi, Sherry. Thank you so much, she's saying, for coming in. We really appreciate it, don't we, Star? Yes, we do. Thank you so much. Everybody, have an awesome night. It was great. Again, we're making these faux, and they look like they're labradorite. These are funky, what? Goth cabs, and they will be finished tomorrow night. Come back at 8 o'clock. Everything will be set up, and we'll be ready to go. Thank you so much for coming in again. I really appreciate it. My name is Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a mixed media and a canvas artist. My name is Lydia. Good night for now. Peace and love, everybody. Keep crafting. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Get your chance to win a real gemstone. All right. Good night for now. Bye-bye.